going to a free agency, I wanted to ask about two free agents because they seem like they'd be perfect BKFC fits, but they're and also because they're huge names, but maybe they're not. Maybe they could be difficult like this. So I figured why might ask because the casuals would know them even more so. But the first one is Nate Diaz. Would he be a fighter you would pursue with this extra money you're possibly getting influx, or you've kind of talked to him since he's left the UFC and it just isn't a fit?
Yeah, it's not for him, to be honest with you. We had great conversations. Nice guy. Team was awesome. Great to deal with. It was just that, he has a lot of cuts, and this isn't for him. He doesn't want to get cut up, and that's why he's going to stay away from this right now. So, I would be very shocked if you saw Nate Diaz in a ring only because of that.
I know it would go away from the core essence of the brand, and I totally understand. But especially for maybe fighters that are kind of iffy on doing BKFC, a guy like him, would you be open to the idea of kind of special traditional boxing fights to get those bigger names on a certain card to draw attention to that?
No, we had a slew of guys that said, "Hey, can we fight with gloves on in your ring? Can we fight with MMA gloves on?" It's just not our sport. I mean, we thought about it. Huge names. We thought about it, and I was like, wow, what's it going to do? But at the end of the day, is I'm doing this to lure people in. I'm not doing this to make money on an event. I'm doing this to build a sport.
Mm,
Can't build a
yeah.
sport by going outside my sport. And I mean, it was a tough decision to make because who doesn't want those big names? I mean, huge names we had. But at the end of the day, is it's not really going to build our sport. More people know our name, but it doesn't really mean that they're going to know what our sport is.
Yeah. Last question. The other free agent I wanted to ask about is Jorge Masvidal. Now, I'm not sure how things will work out in terms of if he still has an existing UFC contract, but now that he has come out of retirement, is he a possible option? And that idea of maybe working with like Game Bred Bare Knuckle is something, or because he created Game Bred Bare Knuckle, he's a competitor and that makes him kind of a non-starter for
Yeah,
BKFC.
not really. He's not really a competitor. I mean, we actually aired Game Bread the first couple events on our app, so I had no problem with that. I don't really see them as competition, except for some fighters. I see them as helping grow a sport of bare knuckle and getting bare knuckle fighting out there. Even though they do it differently than I do, people are like, "Wow, bare knuckle." Jorge Masvidal, I'd love to have him in there, but I think right now, I think he's got a fight, not completely scheduled, but it looks like he's going to fight Nate Diaz in boxing, and if he does, then who knows if that's going to be his last one or not. But I mean, this is his sport, so we'd love to welcome him here. That would be great. Great guy. His team's a great guy over there at Gamebred. So absolutely, that would be something we would be interested in.